What's up guys, my name's Alex, and in this video I'm going to be covering a very important topic, and that's when you should hire VAs or virtual assistants to help you out on your dropshipping store. So I want to keep this video very brief but add tons of value, so let's get started right away. So anybody that's been in e-commerce for some time will know that it's kind of a cycle. It's a basic cycle where you start a new store, you spend countless hours working on that store in the very beginning, but as time goes on you start to automate that store, you have things rolling for you, and the store is just performing well on its own. You create the ads weekly, you set those up, you let them run. Whatever schedule you guys set up, you guys know how it works. So the question is, when should you actually hire VAs to help you out and help you automate your store? Because as time goes on, you really only want to spend, let's say, 10 to 30 minutes a day working on your store while you're still maintaining those profits. And as time goes on, as you're making more and more, you can afford to hire more hands to help you out on your store because, as we all know, time is money. So for a basic store, not a store where you're selling some crazy high ticket item and only getting a few orders a day, but on a general store, when you're making, let's say, 20 to 30 orders and it really starts piling up on you, you probably will be getting a lot of emails unless you have like 1 week shipping times. So if you're still going off of AliExpress, or even if you're not and you still have longer shipping times with the private agent, then you really want a customer service rep to be manning those emails for you, because those are very time consuming and they add up more and more every day. So in my opinion, Fiverr is a great place to look. You can just look up customer service or dropshipping customer support, something like that, and you'll find a ton of listings on there and a ton of people ready to work for your store. Now Fiverr is a great place because there's people all over the world that are willing to work for less, but you can also increase their pay as time goes on and you build a relationship with these workers. So in my general opinion, automating the customer service on your store should be one of the first things that you do, whether you have someone manning your emails, working the phone for you, or anything of the sort. So once you start getting, let's say, 20 to 30 orders a day and you're starting to get a lot more emails coming in every day, that's when you should really start looking. Now, like I mentioned, Fiverr is a great place to look, but there's also a ton of different alternatives out there. And if you guys have any questions about finding a customer service rep, go ahead and DM me and I can help you guys out along the way, because I've been through this process many times as well. So customer service is one of the basic forms of VAs on your store. What else should you look to automate next? So as time goes on, maybe even before you actually look at hiring a customer service rep for your store, you want to start private labeling your own products. You don't want to continue drop shipping from AliExpress forever, because a lot of times when you actually start building up this volume, your suppliers will literally collapse underneath you. They'll start sending out the wrong items, fake tracking numbers, anything of the sort with that. So there's a few alternatives that you want to go based on this. So if this is your main focus, this is your main brand, a lot of people will actually order these products in bulk to their own house and work on shipping them out themselves. Another way is finding an agent or a private supplier that will handle all of it for you. There's also a ton of alternatives in between, like hiring a warehouse service and staffed up, where you can just order your products to them and they will be in charge of the logistics for your store. So dropshipping agents and private suppliers are very important, but they don't exactly fall under the category of virtual assistants, so I'm not exactly going to go into too much depth on those today, but I'll leave it at that, and I will make a video in the coming days covering how to actually find them for your store. So what other areas can you hire VAs for on your store? Well, there's a few different areas. You can hire them to actually fulfill the orders for you. If you're confident enough and you have a system going, you can actually have them automate your ads for you, whether it's Facebook, Google. You can actually have some people reach out to Instagram influencers for you, but I always tend to do this myself. So there is a ton of different uses for VAs or virtual assistants on your store. I won't cover every single one, as every store is different and you know what tasks need to get done on your own. But the question that I really wanted to cover is, when do you actually need to start looking and hiring these virtual assistants? Well, the main question for me is when your store really starts to get profitable overall. When you're not facing those inconsistencies every day from Facebook ads where you make, $50 one day, but you lose $50 the next day. When you have a consistent income coming in through your store and you are confident and you're ready to scale, then that's when you should really start looking for virtual assistants of any sort. But in my opinion, like I said, I like to always start off with customer service reps. So as time goes on and you start to automate your store, you can focus on the more important aspects of your store and actually start scaling it up and building it up for the long term. Always make sure to hire a good staff with those virtual assistants or wherever else you look, because it all reflects on your store. Now, I know there really wasn't too much with this video today, so if you have any questions about anything to do with virtual assistants or automating your store, I will be right here. Just go ahead and drop a comment below or DM me and I'll help you out any way that I can. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.